The day of the fair. Well, this year's fair was a great success. Remember last year? Anything would have been more successful than that, even if they'd put one tent on the field. So yeah, it was. Thanks for today, Max. I've had a lovely time being here with you. Same here. I've been hanging out with a real girl all day. You're real, aren't you? You and your jokes again. Listen, I've been wanting to tell you something for a long time. It's not easy for me to say. Me too, Alice. No, please listen, Max. I'm serious. My father accepted a job in another city. I'm leaving today. Hey there, guys. Why are you looking so sad? Would you like another balloon? What balloon? Yes, or you could take a ride in a big hot air balloon, if you're not too afraid. It's definitely a different... Yeah, that was definitely a figment of his imagination. As we saw last episode, where Max actually met up with a clown that inflicted him with coulrophobia and gave him this bad memory. We found out that there's something that was kept from us. Mainly that, well, Max met up with that clown and she actually was a really understanding and cool girl. Lady Depression kept that from us. Well, probably for the obvious reasons. She'd much rather Max remain depressed and in her control. We can rule together until we reach this point. Then I'll rule alone, thank you very much. So anyway, greetings and salutations everyone. I'm Mekamek, this is Let's Play FearMonium. I don't know whether I've said that, my memory is kind of bad. But the point is that, well, this is the end of the game. I'm quite sure that the only thing left for us to do, that 0.1%, is at the bottom of the tower. So before we go, Max's main fear, which he tried to hide as deeply as possible, intertwined with the main fear of every person, the fear of death. Being both a personal objective fear and a fear of death that is common to all people, he gained incredible strength. But for inexplicable reasons he was defeated. The reason he was defeated by us was because the memory that Lady Depression hid was that the advice that Clown Girl gave him was, hey, what he's doing is wrong, it's illegal, and you can call him out on it if you get the police involved. Bright memory. Depression can block happy memories and prevent them from affecting the human mind, as happened with Max's journey, the memory of his long journey home. Max came face to face with the object of his new phobia, but instead of pain and suffering, he was rewarded with support and care. But for some reason, the image of the clown still remained in his consciousness and did not even lose its former strength. We have one more thing to realize. That's interesting. If you do the S jump, then it doesn't cancel out these falling platforms. Although Auntie D did have something to say, and that was, okay, what are you? You can't be a phobia anymore. Why are you deleting all the other phobias? And that's a very good question I'm sure we'll find the answer to at some point. Now, is Lady Depression waiting for us here? You can still wander through the boy's mind, destroying everything in your path and exploring all the corners you might not have visited yet. But let the tower door behind you remain closed forever, okay? Screw you! Let's use a key. She doesn't react to us. Go inside, there is no turning back from this point. Lady Depression. Oh dear. Not quite what I was expecting, but okay. Yeah, we don't want the scooter for this. Okay, she's using Hidden Fears. Like we were warned. Right, I could see the safe point there. I just didn't. Okay, so what's Doll's Eyes 2.0 then? Because I know that she has a soundtrack of that sort. Oh great, she's on the frame, she's on the background to the sides too. Okay, I am a little bit annoyed at YouTube thumbnails spoiling that this would be a fight, but let's be fair. Who'd be surprised at that? Also, I could have sworn I had more a second ago. Did I somehow cancel out of getting... I have the increase to stamina recovery. I'm not sure whether the item bonuses is helping though. I think I might end up losing this. Oh yeah, the bubbles in the background are actually coming from eyeballs, just like the tears have been amping her up this whole game. You're just pathetic. You should have obeyed me and stayed out of the deepest parts of Max's mind. His tears flow here. His pain hides here. This is where I draw my strength. Who are you to claim to attempt to rule the sanctuary of neuroses and challenge me? So I guess that shows that each actual game over is actually non-canon in the grand scheme of things. Right, I went in with one less adrenaline than I should have. That seems to be the usual cause of deaths in this game, to be honest. Does she say anything different? No, she doesn't. So, yeah. It's non-canon every time you fall. Well, not falling, because you have nightmares to revive you. It's just that actually being absorbed by the unconscious, that's not so canon. Actually, wait. I need the items. I need to get to the gift boxes. And now heal up. And swap back to the gift boxes, please. I guess it was true that all clowns stick together, since it was Scientist Clown saying that we'll have a much better time if we release all the hidden fears. Okay, item. She's getting very fond of these splash attacks. Oh yeah, she actually has that hand slam attack. We just haven't seen it in so long. Yeah, we need that nightmare. See, the bubbles alone wouldn't be that bad. It's just that the eyes don't stop crying during that time. Not that one again! Oh, I think that is actually a thing, that the hidden fears are giving her a shield, and the problem is that she brings them back very quickly, isn't it? And hey, if you're gonna game over to anyone, it might as well be the final boss. With her special dialogue for losing, too. It would have been nice, actually. If I had started using this earlier. This is the end.
How could this happen? Look what you did to me. Where's my elegance? Where's my strength? Where's my power over Max? I don't even know how to walk now. How could you? Phobias can't be depression. Just can't. We were best friends. We have to play nicely together and drive Max crazy. We have no other choice. I helped you, but you came into this source of strength hitting me with a mallet, bully. You even won! You could have only beaten me if you stopped being a phobia. Stop being neuroses. Wait, what if... Did you find that memory I hid from you? I was his depression. I had the power to stop Max from remembering happy times. That was my job. Who told you to ruin my fun? Was it that jealous little fly antidepressant? Max only took a few pills. I thought I had no reason to worry about her. She helped you, and you found that memory. I needed a better hiding place. Now he remembers his chat with that clown, right? This ruined everything we did. Max didn't have to remember this, but now he does thanks to you. Now Max doesn't think clowns are mean and scary. No, now Max thinks clowns are kind, helpful, understanding, and all the other nasty things that poisoned me. All the nasty things that stop him from crying. Clowns provide Max with dopamine, hormone of joy. This is how you beat me. You're dopamine now. Max must be crazier now than we ever could have made him. Who in their right mind likes clowns? But, well, that's alright. I might be small and weak now, but I will grow more again one day. Max still has to go to university, find a job, spend his days in the office, worry about paying bills. I'll get my control back of his mind and actions. I'll choose another neuroses as my ally. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Then we will meet again, wretch. Two weeks later. That's it, Mum. This is the last box. Wow, I've no idea how we're going to be comfortable in such a small apartment with so much stuff. You know, since stepfather was forbidden from coming near us thanks to court, I feel comfortable anywhere. It seems like a great apartment, Mum. Max, I'm so ashamed of everything that happened. I let you go to your grandfather's to keep you safe, but in the end it didn't help. We still had to face his evil, the evil I let into our lives. But you turned out much braver than me, Max. We got out! What? That wasn't bravery, let's just say I followed some good advice. I've missed you so much, but I know you have to run. We'll have time to chat more. Yeah, we have a lot to make up for. We also have time on our side. Bye, Mum. I'll be back tonight. Over the last few weeks, I've learned one seemingly obvious thing. You have to fight for your happiness. Even if the battle seems unfair, you can't just avoid it. Was it fair that Alice left? That Grandpa died? That Lucas bullied me? Or that I spent every second at home dreading my next round with stepfather? Of course not. I didn't choose that. But I always had another choice. Accept the injustice and give up, sinking into sorrow, or stand up and join the battle. Happiness is not something that comes to us by default. Problems cease to be problems when you start solving them. Lucas thinks I'm insane now and will never dare to approach me again. Grandpa might have left this world, but will never leave my life. His love, care and stories will always be in my memory. His departure is undoubtedly unfair, but I shouldn't stay bitterly blaming the evilness of fate for my pain and sadness. Some things are out of my control, but how I deal with them is completely on me. It's my responsibility to deal with his grief, accept it, and move on. Grandpa would want that. I survived 2 awful weeks in the orphanage while the judges dealt with that evil man, and my mother was finding us a more affordable home. I will help her. I've already found somewhere I can earn a bit of money after school. Someone is going to show me the ropes. Barely spoken before, but I'm sure we'll get along great. She's a good person. And Alice. Well, another city isn't so bad, and there's an invention called trains that can bring us together again. 5 hours one way, 5 hours the other. If we get to spend 6 whole hours together, we'll even have time for sleep. I already appreciated every minute I spent with Alice before, and now when I'm sat on a train for hours looking forward to seeing her, those moments will become absolutely invaluable. Max? Hey, I brought you a balloon. It's colourful and cool. I will always keep fighting. With any problems, any difficulties, I will never give up again. I will fight to be happy no matter what. Directed and designed by Slaver Redback Spade Grease. Character artist, game tour system, character design, environment, all these things. Slaver Redback Spade Grease. Music and sound design, Dmitry Expecte Amur Emelianov. English copy editor, Natasha Libertina Argyle. Russian text editor, Manuel 3D. Testers, Manuel 3D, Digitized Mind, Alexei Litvinenko. I'm sorry. Portuguese translation, German translation. I can't push buttons. Special thanks. Did I miss somewhere in the whole game? Very special thanks. My muse, my support, my love, my wife. Alexandra Volkova. Message from the developer. The development of FearMonium was a 3-long-year road. Would not have passed it without the support of my family, friends and acquaintances. But there's someone who this path would be meaningless without you, the player. Thanks to your interest in this game, it makes sense to create new worlds in which I lived during the entire development period. It makes sense to create characters with whom I love and whom it's painful for me to part. It makes sense to develop my life to work I love so much, making games. Thank you for entering the world of FearMonium and getting this far. See you in the next game worlds. So yeah, FearMonium. It had a bit of a rough time in my interest there. But, no, it had a pretty good ending. Like, you've got Lady Depression speaking unchallenged for so long, and yet you're not supposed to agree with her, you're supposed to dislike her. And there's that point where it says, okay, what are you? Because you aren't a phobia. Phobias don't do this. They don't destroy other phobias. And you think, alright, it's time to do some stuff. And Metroid totals, sure. We're a researcher. We got 3 cockroaches, we got all the infinites, we got 21 masks, we got all the clown dolls, and we got 100% map completion. Do we get a chance to read what that final portrait said? Do you want to save the game? Loading this save takes you back to the moment before battle with Lady Depression. Right, I bet that's for people that want to go back and get all the 100% completions. And I do want to have a look at her portrait. So we actually became the sort of new goddess of Max's mental mindscape because we took out Lady Depression. She's not going to be ruling anything, and now maybe it was just symbolic to see her reaching over the whole world like that, but we aren't allowed to look at her portrait, darn it. Oh well. What carried it through though is definitely the gameplay. Like, I did at a certain point of the game, I think somewhere about, well, probably Vosh, get really apathetic because it felt like we were just doing more harm than good. And that is indeed what was happening, because even though Max fought off his bullies, he didn't really feel good about it. And then you've got Fantasy, and you just really don't want to take down his grandfather, do you? So you sort of just shut it out, become apathetic to the whole thing, and you just play it for the gameplay. But then you get through the stepfather fight and you hear, okay, what are you? You're not a phobia. You're making Max do really weird things. Just what are you? And so you keep playing for that 100% because you know that Lady Depression, you're not going to be on Lady Depression's side by the end of it. And yeah, this game is mechanically, it's perfect. Like, it's difficult, but it's a good fun sort of difficult. You can pick out specific passives to really tune it out so you've got a good time, like Panic Attack and Unconsciousness combined with a 3-star Parasol. You can tank a ridiculous amount of damage through your invincibility frames, no less. But you could also just play it without those effects and go for the real challenge. The gameplay is great, and the storyline does actually catch you off guard. After all that depressing, you get a very hopeful ending. After bonding with Max, you want him to have a happy ending, and Lady Depression does seem to think that she'll find a way to get back into her good looks again. But no. Nope. We get to beat her down. He's decided he is going to fight for his happiness. And anyway, for the last time on this Let's Play, take care guys, I'll see you all around. Although it is kind of funny that we never actually got Clown Girl's proper name. We just hear, "My name is," and then we never got it. And when he's probably talking about getting a job with her in the ending credits, but we just hear, "A good friend." We've only talked to her a little bit, but she's still a good friend. But yeah, take care all.